How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Got a big box right here, and we're gonna open it up. So this is from Serial 9. If you guys don't already know who they are, they make a lot of really great high quality billet pieces for, honestly, most chassis. All parts for off-road use only. Of course. Gotta make sure that you're only using this stuff off-road. It's not approved for on-road use. So, OEM Toyota JZX 100 Chaser upper control arms. And the whole reason that I got these is because they are compatible and a direct bolt-in replacement for the factory IS300 arms, but they're about an inch shorter, I want to say, something like that, an inch, maybe an inch and a half, I don't know the exact number, but they are much shorter than the factory IS300 upper control arms. I got them specifically for that reason, because they allow for quick, easy, and not super involved or expensive negative camber addition to your front suspension. So, and it was only 200 bucks for them. Honestly, can't really complain about that. So now pretty much all there is to do is go install them in the car. They came with new crown nuts, fresh ball joints, fresh bushings and everything. So literally just have to pull the old upper control arms out and drop these in. We will right off the bat, without an alignment, have more negative camber, which is perfect. Yeah, I'd say that's probably about half an inch, maybe a little more of poke on both sides. And obviously it is a less than ideal situation to have that kind of poke, because causes issues. Every time I hit a bump, I hear a slight rub. Bump in the road or anything, there's contact. While it's not severe, the tires haven't degraded whatsoever. There's no wear to the sidewall. There's no wearing or like paint missing on the inner portion of the fenders. So that's nice. My fender liners are still intact and they haven't been torn out, which is great. But obviously, any kind of contact like that is less than ideal and unwanted. But there's no point in just talking about it, so let's get to it. All right, so this is what we're looking at right here. We've got these two bolts and then a little crown nut right here. Actually pretty happy to be getting rid of this control arm because there's some rust on it. I mean, nothing super crazy. Gonna work on getting this crown nut off those two bolts and we'll pull this thing out. So I totally spaced that I needed to go to Harbor Freight prior to starting work on the car. Got all the stuff that we needed. Got a 25-inch, half-inch drive breaker bar, hammer to break the ball joint loose or to whack it loose from the knuckle, some blue thread locker, an assortment of impact sockets, variety of ratcheting wrenches. I got to the spot where we were previously at, now that I've got the proper tools and everything, and I've got the 17 right here stuck on that crown nut, and it is actually broken loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and loosen it a little bit more. What you want to do is loosen the nut almost all the way so that it covers the ends of the threads, and then you're going to smack that nut with your hammer so that you don't, one, damage the threads, or two, damage the ball joint itself. Oh, I got it. Look at that carnage. Jesus Christ. So what I needed was the 14. One. Okay, there's the rearward. You know what? I gotta say, these bushings, impressively, don't seem very bad at all. Not horrible. There you go. Bushing to bushing, side by side. Alright, so now we just take the new crown nut off, pull the little plastic cover off, and got, I mean essentially a crowbar, but it's got a prying end, so that'll work. Don't ever want to use a crazy amount, just enough so that it covers a few threads on the bottom. It's fully reassembled. Our fresh JZX upper control arms installed. I'm going to put the wheel back on and we'll get the car dropped on the ground and see what our fitment looks like. So there's the camber as it sits. Here's the other side for comparison. Kind of like it. Actually really happy with the way that it looks, I'm not gonna lie. Huh. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Welcome back. We're gonna get the driver's side set up today. Back at this point now, here on the driver's side. Got my breaker bar, got my 17. Oh wow, that was nowhere near as tight as the other side. That's comforting. Just like that. Go ahead and get those two upper control arm bolts loosened up. Old crown nuts off, forwardmost upper control arm bolt, and the rearward. So now we just gotta pop the fresh one in for a bit of persuasion. I got the control arm in. Put the bolts for the control arm in there right now. Just gonna tighten these down now. There we go. That's that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this wheel on and we'll drop it on the ground and see what it looks like. And here we have it, man. Check that out. So now both my front wheels, in theory, shouldn't rub, which is huge. And that was the whole purpose of me putting these arms on, was so that I didn't have rubbing issues, wouldn't have to worry about, you know, hitting a bump or taking a turn and just hearing my fender scrub against the tire. So I'm gonna put everything away, go inside, wash my hands real quick and get cleaned up, and then take it for a quick drive. Okay, so we're in the car. Just went over a speed bump. There's no rubbing, there's no binding, no weird sounds, nothing out of the ordinary. Gonna put it through a little bit of testing and make sure that it's all good. Wow, this is sick. I don't feel or hear anything that I normally would. I just went down like an elevation change from where they're doing road work from old pavement to new pavement. Normally that would have just totally scrubbed and made a really loud noise, and there I didn't hear anything. I am very happy, in case you couldn't tell by the look on my face and the tone in my voice. I'm gonna keep driving it for a little while, and I'll update you guys with the rest of my findings when I get back home. All right, well, here we are. I'm just at a little park somewhere. Stopped off real quick because I saw a nice little gated opportunity for some pictures. So the car looks awesome. It drives phenomenally. It drives straight, which is great. Honestly, I expected the alignment to at least be thrown out of whack a little bit, but nothing changed, so I'm not complaining whatsoever. Car drives great. It looks really, really, really good. I'm incredibly happy with the way that it turned out. For $225 after tax and shipping, I can't complain a single bit. This is absolutely incredible. It did everything that I needed it to and more. So I'm beyond stoked. Thank you so much to Serial 9 for stocking these JZX 100 arms and for being so quick about the shipping process. On the 25th and 26th, I've got an appointment set to finally do the manual swap on this car. In the next week for me, this car is finally gonna be manual. I cannot wait. I think I'm probably gonna turn the manual swap into a little bit of a series, probably be 2 or 3 different parts, just because I don't wanna have like 1-2 hour video or however long it ends up being once it's all cut up. Oh, and one more thing, in between this video and the manual swap video, the next one that you guys are gonna see is going to be dynamic friction components or something like that. Dynamic friction pads and slotted rotors that I've been holding off on doing specifically because under hard braking, this thing would rub like crazy in the front. So I've held off for this entire time purely because I didn't have the correct suspension components yet. Under hard braking, I did a few brake tests from like 40 or 50 down to like almost complete full stop. And there was absolutely no rubbing, no scrubbing, no nothing. So we're great. Yeah, that's that, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm absolutely stoked and beyond happy with the way that the car looks and drives. And I know it's only gonna continue to get better. So make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, which is gonna be right here. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm super excited for it, so make sure to tune in. Thank you again. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Shoots. How's it going, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Why the f does this stupid camera never focus, dude? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Got a box right here. Oh my god, dude. Oh, it's fine.
Flippers.
It's all good. All right, let's see if it'll work this time. Probably not. Let's see.